Hey, composing gloves here, and today we're going to be talking about a chord progression, specifically the 6-5, 4-5 chord progression. And this is cool because there's 2-5 chords, and it has something that's kind of useful. It's called a turnaround. You know it's a turnaround when you get up. This is how you tell if it's a turn. Just check a piece of music for turnarounds. Go to a heavily populated area and play the song. Every time someone or a group of people get up and turn around, you just saw a turnaround. So that's how you know. What are turnarounds used for? Well, the double five is very useful in that if you can make it sound resolved on the 5, you can pretty easily shift keys from there. It's useful for transitioning to another piece, another part of the music. So it's just called the turnaround for that reason. It's sort of like those chord progressions in the middle that allow you to transition to other chord progressions a little more smoothly than otherwise would normally be possible. I have something stuck in my throat. Okay, so let's talk about this. So I've written out a chord progression, but before I play it, I want to play for you like the most obvious use of this. So I'll play the 6. There's a 6, not a 4. So there you have it. Turn this off. So and then we'll play the 5, and then we'll play the 4, and then we'll play the 5. It's like, oh, that does sound quite turnaround like. Notice it fits right into the natural minor scale. So you can add alterations to do stuff. Honestly, this one is like so easy to fiddle with. Just go to a piano and start like fiddling with it. They're all pretty easy to fiddle with. This one's exceptionally easy because it has like by itself, it's almost a melody or a motif, like they're right there. So I wrote out something that was a little more, fancy smanchy than the simple up, down thing. It sounds like this. And then you could keep going. You could go to a different chord progression. Maybe the other two that we talked about, those would be like good ones to sort of mess with here. This is not a piece or even a melody. It's just, for me, it's just a progression. And then from here, I would take it and get more interesting and, add rhythm and melody and maybe vary up the bass line. Here, I was sort of mindful about how things landed. Keep in mind, I used mind sort of mindful, not like, oh, I was mindful, even though if I say mindful, I don't know, it just depends on how I say it. Yeah, if you got your mind there. So if you have any questions about this chord progression, let me know. You got a cool track that you use for it. This video is mostly just to make you aware of it, show you like the turnaround thing's kind of a useful thing, being aware that it can be used to push into a new progression. So let's play a little bit of that. So here, let's play we'll play a 1. We'll play a 1. Man, I feel like some of these keys are more sensitive than others. Okay, we'll go to the 5, 6, 4. Then we'll go to the 6, 5, 4. And then we'll go to the 1. And so you see these chord progressions, they just fit together. They mold one right after the other, and putting these together is very useful. If we added in additional, notes, 7ths, 9ths, 11ths, those types of things will make things sound even cooler. So yeah, subscribe and have a blessed day. Composing gloves here, and today we're going to be doing sound design with FM8. So this is a follow-up series. This is also consequently the first one. I always make the sub bass the first one, or at least I try to. This is a series on making patches with FM8. So we're not going to talk about what stuff does, or we're not going to talk about basic synthesis or digital audio synthesis or any of that jazz. That's all stuff that I have entire series.